What the fuck?
Dude, I guess fucking roll it. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wildly uninteresting. Welcome to the Wildly Uninteresting podcast, episode 83, with the beautiful Casper Galaxy.
Yeah. We've already talked about some shit.
Yeah, we've already. We're having technical difficulties, but fuck it. But fuck it.
Right so in the poop shoes.
Welcome back to the show. We're talking about art and the anxiety of selling your art.
And McDonald's.
And McDonald's. I just got real mad about them not being able to do ketchup and onion.
So fucking hard about ketchup and onion.
It's not hard. Every time it's wrong. They'll put cheese on it or mustard or fucking something.
It's like the idea of like the minimum wage, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That we should raise the minimum wage for everybody but fast food idiots. Like if you could pass the test, then you're fine.
If you can make a burger right,
seriously,
$20 an hour.
Make 3 ketchup and onion burgers in a row.
Please.
Get your raise.
Done.
Oh, I'm Todd. I failed. Sorry, we Todd. We all fail sometimes.
We Todd.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
That wasn't even intentional when I said it.
I like that.
There's an opportunity.
But when I'm working and doing a job for somebody, we have a customer that when I after the job's over, right? It's more about like not the price up front, but it's what I do after the fact, like warranty work. If you call and have a question, I'll even FaceTime a customer and shit. Yeah. We've taken AC window units that we just had out in the garage to customers when their AC went out, because we kind of like have a close relationship with the customer instead of just like, we're here to do a service. Because that opens the door for complaint. You know what I mean? Like when you're offering service like that and you just take your money and run.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about offering something and then making sure they're happy, you know?
Yeah.
You can't always make everybody happy, but some people you can.
It's good. Yeah, there's definitely people who it doesn't matter what you do, they're not going to be happy, and they can go fuck themselves. But.
Yeah.
And then other people, you can fuck up like half of it, and they're like, well, I mean, thanks for what you did.
Yeah, you've been awesome.
Yeah. Anybody that works in customer service knows that.
Mm-hmm. God. I'm so glad I don't have to work in the public anymore, because it's horrible.
I'd be inclined with like those people that aren't happy with anything.
Yeah.
Say, all right, well, I'll just go ahead and disconnect what I did.
Mm-hmm.
There, find somebody else.
Even when I was a counselor, I had patients who were like that, and most of them were fantastic. They know stuff's not my fault, but some, it didn't matter what you did. You were wrong, and fuck you. So you just know going into that stuff that they're going to be cranky no matter what you say. So
I've learned though that a lot of people, they just unload their shit on you. So like, since you're the person giving them a service or doing a job for them or creating art for them, they can unload that on you because you're paying, you're in service to them. Like, so now they can complain and unload their bullshit on you, because it kind of departs you from being like,
I'm justified. I'm paying you.
Yeah. I feel better about this because I'm paying you. Like, so they'll dump and unload their life bullshit on you, like the hatred of their kids and their wives getting on them and shit. They'll do it. And it's been like that forever, and then you go back, a week later, and they're the nicest person in the world. It's like,
I'm so sorry
dude,
for
peasant is spelled P-E-A, right?
P-E-A, yeah. Like peas.
Okay.
P.
So I just realized that like the transition from like to pissant, like a peasant, P-sant, pissant.
Pissant.
Anyway,
The
sorry.
light went off.
Dude.
I think a light's been off for a while.
A light went on. A light went on.
So, Casper brought us a gift to the podcast, which is, explain this bread to me again.
Oh, yeah, it's Day of the Dead bread.
Day of the Dead bread.
It's November 1st today.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah. I got you.
Yeah, they celebrate that shit in Mexico.
Yeah. See, I didn't even know, like, Halloween came, let alone when a Mexican holiday is here. I didn't know.
I like baking, so I like new challenges.
Nice, dude.
And I've always wanted to try making it.
Yeah.
So we'll see
you
if
were
it's
just
any
telling
good.
me about the you like baking and stuff. So you just
Yeah.
like whatever, like, it just gives you an excuse to try something new, or
Yeah, when the holidays come around,
nice.
we'll
She's
try it
She's a
different.
badass at making everything.
Everything.
So this is
Stop it.
exciting.
This is exciting. Kristen's dad,
Green.
Pete, right?
Yeah.
They don't, the people that watch this don't know. Anyways, this gentleman I was talking to, it baffled me. He said he went to Sullivan, I believe, to become a pastry chef.
Yeah.
And he was like, there's an entire science behind like baking and mixing in the ingredients, and it's I guess like chemistry. Like if you don't mix it in right, it turns out something won't rise or it'll be flat.
Yeah.
Or
It is.
It's
It's
guaranteed
insane.
that if I have fucked something up, it's almost always in baking. I can cook like a motherfucker, but baking is where I really struggle.
I can't even bake a damn cookie. You know what I mean? They don't. I mean, I can bake one, but it doesn't come out like, I don't know. I don't understand all that shit.
On the way over here, she was serving as a hydraulic system, like absorbing the shock and shit. Like
Well,
for
yeah,
the,
we
for the
brought
shit.
it over because
Yeah.
we hadn't baked
Oh,
it
She's
yet.
like,
Yeah.
here, don't move, don't let this move too much.
I didn't
Yeah.
want
She
it
was
to
just,
get
yeah,
knocked and then
that's
just.
nice.
Ooh.
Shit's delicate.
Can you imagine that happening?
I was like, it's gonna be a Day of the Dead pancake.
Pan-
If so,
Just fry them. Just
Still
rip
be
it off
super
and fry
good,
that
though.
shit.
I hope
It
it's
would be good.
I would have felt so bad if it would have deflated. I look over, it's just flattening. I'm like, fuck me.
It's
I
crazy
should learn
though.
to drive.
Well, and 265 is the worst road on the planet. I don't know if you'll. Do you take it? I guess to get
Yeah.
here?
Is that the
yeah.
Gene Snyder?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's
There was that one
awful.
part.
Well, yeah, there's
Yeah.
that section right past the
Mhm.
65. That's just like this.
Yes, it's awful.
There's that electrician's consultant thing that we have, and they put that meme up where they were like, they showed a road from back in like a cobblestone road and how it was built and all the layers, and it was very like it was sturdy and it lasted long. They're still around today. And then it showed our roads and all the potholes and bumps, and they were like, this is what happens when engineers came into play.
Yeah.
Like now you have these shitty roads that just fall apart if they're not maintained. Like you have to maintain them every year. Like,
When we were coming home from the hospital after the car accident,
oh,
I felt horrible, like driving
165.
because he had all these broken ribs and it was just bouncing. I was like, Jesus
that
Christ,
was a rough ride.
it will not end. I felt bad and I wasn't even broken. Like,
I feel like that was more torture than the truck hitting me initially.
oh, absolutely. At least then
It
you
was
were
over.
unconscious.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could have been dead. You wouldn't have known any better.
Yeah, it was over so quick, but this ride home is fucking killing me.
God.
No, but I don't understand that, and I don't know who pays for those. And I understand probably our tax dollars goes into road work, but I don't know. Holding your state accountable or your county accountable is just like holding your government. They don't give a shit.
They don't
like,
care.
You can't hold them accountable. Like you can't go to the president and be like, you know what you didn't do when you said you were going to do. They're like, I don't care. Like,
Well, like how long have they been? They've been doing construction on 65.
since I was born.
Yeah.
I was thinking since I
And
was like
it's-
7.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's terrible still. Nothing has changed. Like how long? Do you all just have cones out? You
Oh,
just want
yeah.
money. They're like going to Hooters every day. Just-
Yeah.
I think it's
I
just
think-
constant upkeep so that people that
Yeah.
are
Constant. By the time they
useless
finish
to
all the
society
way
still have
down,
jobs.
Mm-hmm.
They have to
they've
come
got to
back
start again because
Yeah.
it takes they fall apart so fast.
Yeah. They like contract out a company that just like milks it every year because the state has to waste an amount of money. And like maybe the amount of money that they have to waste is only good for like one pothole a year. So they're like, whoop. And then they take all year to fill the one pothole and get it just perfect. And then a snow plow comes by and rips it up.
Just
like,
rips it right on out.
Rips it out.
it does. I don't understand why they put anything in the pothole. Like, just cut the whole piece of road out and replace it.
Yeah.
Because the snow trucks come, the plows, and it just rips up all the fucking things they put in the potholes. I'm like, this is just trash.
There's Oh, I want to say maybe it's in Switzerland. There's a road. It's like
go
a
with
2-mile stretch of road or something that's made out of all plastic.
Oh yeah.
I think they should definitely do that everywhere. I don't know
Yeah.
why they wouldn't be doing it everywhere.
Because it would be helpful.
Yeah.
That's I don't know if I ever mentioned it. Oh, that comes in the way. Ever mentioned it, but as far as the plastic goes and like recycling, what we should really have in this world is instead of like putting it in a little recycling bin and put it down on the road so you can feel like you're fucking doing something.
Put it in a big dick recycling bin.
Yeah, it's the only
They
one
need
we
to-
have.
We need to build a machine. They need to build a machine that's installable in homes, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's and then it's a part
Oh.
of the building code, right? And you throw your plastic in there, right? It processes it, turns it into pellets. You put those pellets in a like a garbage bag, and then you put that outside.
Yeah,
so
there's
that
a
they're
guy that made that.
really
There's a guy that made something like that.
Damn.
son of a bitch.
I was
need
thinking
one.
like
Yeah.
we need robots in houses that like you can name and be friends with, and you say, "Here, eat this trash." And, like it eats the trash, and like the trash
no.
fuels it. And it's like, "I'm Tony, the robot. I'm your friend." And he
The
just feeds
robot.
you
Just take all
bottles.
the plastic in the world and put it on our roads.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm
Because
telling
it's
you,
just-
yeah.
It's just it doesn't degrade. It doesn't
No.
break down.
It'd be here
Yeah, it
long
lasts
before. I mean,
significantly longer than any
generations.
road does.
yeah. And that's what they were saying
It's
about the
cheaper.
road. It was cheaper to make and maintain,
Yeah.
and it will last significantly longer than a normal road would. Like, that's baffling. Like, why wouldn't, like, it's an easy answer.
Yeah.
But there's only one company doing it. So,
Yeah.
what are you going to do, you know?
I wish I could remember where it was. I feel like it's not Switzerland.
It seems like something they'd do though.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Them or Norway.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But then that would just be like melted bones that they use.
Of their enemies.
We're out of plastic. We've recycled all of it. We have plenty of bones from our fallen enemies.
It was either Holland or Switzerland that were really on the up and up. They were using their hot springs to
Yeah.
power
Oh,
the.
I think it was Holland, yeah.
using energy from their hot springs. Oh, and they were like, they had chefs there that would actually cook in because the ground is actually, I don't know all the specifics behind it, but the ground is actually hot from the spring. So they'll dig out a hole and bury like pots and shit and cook a whole turkey and then serve it up. I was like,
Yeah. They were
But-
making like eggs and all kinds of stuff. I think that
wherever
is
it was like
awesome.
the greenest country like in
Yeah.
the world because they used all that alternative energy, which is very like what we'll never be there. I feel like America's gonna be last behind everybody.
Could be.
We don't give a shit. We're just like we're gonna keep burning coal. Who cares? We love coal.
Dude,
No, you're
in our lifetime, it won't happen. But Alex Jones was talking about, clean coal and shit. Did you know that?
No, on Joe Rogan.
Yeah. I don't know
clean
the
coal.
specifics. Yeah, it turns out that, as he explains it, it actually does kind of burn clean because it has to do with, like, carbon dioxide and shit.
Yeah.
I lack the specifics, but it's a thing. And I was like, what? And he's like, I'm Alex Jones.
I'm Alex Jones. Like an argument settled.
It's so good.
Can you really trust anything he says, though?
At least,
Absolutely
yeah,
everything.
Like, I was thinking like 87% of it, but yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely everything.
I'm Alex Jones. Oh, goodness. That is funny shit.
Yeah, I don't really have anything else. That's,
You
That's-
don't need
that's-
anything else
yeah.
when it's that good.
that's all I had.
God.
With Halloween being a thing, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell
That's-
everyone
that's
what
it.
you all dressed up as.
Oh, yeah, what'd you go as?
Mulder and Scully.
Oh, from,
From the
Yeah.
X-Files. We had
That's right.
we had a little alien with us.
yeah.
Yeah, little green man.
Like, like the one you get, like, at the fair and
Yeah.
shit, like
yeah.
the Green Man.
I
yeah.
blew that up
dude.
myself.
yeah, she blew
No
that
shit.
shit up. And I was like,
You.
cut that out. And she's like, I'm blowing it up. Blowing it up. What you want to do?
That's, damn, dude, we haven't dressed up for Christmas.
We dress up for Christmas
You can
every
do it this
year.
Christmas.
Halloween. In a
Christmas.
couple years, man. Like, I think it's more like the area since we live like on a highway. You don't have a lot of trick or treaters, so we're like
There's
back
so
then we were
much-
in an apartment complex.
It
Yeah.
smells so much better once a cat pees.
Yeah.
Like, what is that about?
Really? It might be the.
Because like it was like a scent release. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it smells good.
I'm glad you like our cat's piss.
It's like taking a whiff of coffee before you smell something. Your sinuses are clear. It's all the ammonia.
I wonder, can you participate in trunk or treats like at
That's what I
churches
was
and stuff
wondering.
if you don't
If you don't
go to the
attend,
church? Yeah.
I would maybe not though, because that would invite some.
I mean, that's not very Christ-like to turn away people that want to give candy to kids.
Right? Because no one trick or treats out here. There's like
But
he
that,
said,
that
but-
church though, they were
Yeah.
doing that trunk or treat for
and
sure.
it gives us a reason to dress up. Trunk or treat is fun. Our apartment complex used to do that, or actually they probably still do, and we just don't live there. But
I could see it being cool in like an apartment complex, but like the idea of going somewhere like
And then doing
a
it.
parking lot somewhere, like going,
Yeah.
that just seems fucking weird.
Yeah.
But, like
You're
in an
supposed to-
apartment, it's like everybody has their own little
Yeah.
element and they can bring shit to it.
So,
Yeah.
a question: did kids actually go trick or treating this year? Do you
Yeah.
all know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Damn, dude.
I
That's
think
good. It's real good.
which trunk or treat anymore has become such a major thing for everyone. So I think a
Right.
lot focused on that. But there's so many. You could, my God, I can't imagine how much candy you could get.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, that's why there aren't a lot of home trick-or-treaters anymore. Like, people get less and less every year because they're taking their kids to malls
Ah.
and churches and parking lots and the zoo.
The zoo.
and-
Probably a lot
Yeah.
safer, dude, for real.
Probably,
Yeah.
but man, going around the neighborhood was
That was
the
the shit, yeah, back in the
I
day.
think it's dying out.
This fucking asshole. This piece
Every
of
day,
shit
dude.
car, dude.
Every day at the same time.
It's a piece
God.
of
It
shit.
never fails.
Piece of shit
absurd.
car.
That's
It's a
a-
fucking pile of shit.
Do you remember we were going to
Yeah.
West Virginia? I
Dude.
thought that was the funniest shit I've ever heard. It was very funny.
Oh, cool.
See-
I guess it's kind of you had to be there kind of thing,
Yeah,
right?
We
you
just
mad?
explained it.
Yeah, Adam
Listen.
Sandler song. Listen.
Yeah.
Deaf son of a bitch.
I missed it. I don't know what's going on.
There's an Adam Sandler song. It's called like an Ode to My Car, I think. And
Okay.
it's about how it's just a piece of shit. And like we were going to West Virginia to visit family one time, and I had the CD, and she listened to it. She loved it.
Oh shit! It was so funny. He's got like backup singers and like it's a
Yeah.
piece of shit car. Just getting it, dude. It's so funny.
Fucking pile of
Of course,
shit.
I was a kid. I can't
You listen
imagine.
to it now and be like, oh my god.
Right? I don't think I've listened to it as an adult.
I still pretty much just like I really like the buffoon stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm going in for the interview, and like, you're breaking the beakers.
I don't think.
Adam's like moving on.
Yeah, I don't think Adam Sandler CDs, like the music that he put out, will ever be like Tenacious D. People will listen to that shit. Like when I'm 80,
Oh, yeah.
and if that comes on, I'll be like, fuck
Yeah.
yeah. But like all the Adam shit, like it
No.
was cool
Oh,
when
come
I
on.
first heard it.
Tenacious D
But,
is
yeah.
vastly superior, but
Oh, yeah.
that song Steve Polychronopoulos.
It's the
So
name
good.
alone is good.
No. I don't know. I haven't listened to a bunch. Like the main stuff, like Lunch Ladyland and stuff like that. Yeah. And that
At a
song from the
medium pace?
Wedding Singer.
Oh yeah,
That was
Yeah.
that's a good one.
I used to put that song on
Yeah.
mix CDs
Fuck
because
yeah.
it was so good.
so good. See that shampoo bottle
Tenacious
now?
D.
Stick it up my ass.
And Adam Sandler was definitely like a time. I feel like if kids
Oh, yeah.
listen to it now, they wouldn't like it.
yeah, they'd be like,
but if
"What
you
is
grew
this?"
up listening to it, that shit's hilarious. But
Yeah, let's do it
Tenacious
back in
D
my
is
day.
just. They're musically talented.
Yeah.
And they're
Vocally,
funny.
he can sing. It's
He can
beautiful.
sing really good,
dude.
yeah.
He can genuinely sing.
Yeah. Have you? I think I probably sent it to you. He sings the national anthem somewhere.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh my god, it's beautiful. It gives me goosebumps. It's so good.
I wonder if he was like, crunch the numbers and was like, how many musicians actually make it? And he was like, how many comedians make it? And then he was like, I guess he played the fence on everything. He was like, well, I'm just gonna hit all of them.
Yeah, do
And
everything.
hopefully I get in.
I'll succeed somehow.
Makes you wonder
good
how,
idea.
like, because there's not a lot of Tenacious D's out there, right? Like, how did that whole thing start? Like, you know what I mean? How do you go, like, we're gonna play music, we're gonna like make videos, we're gonna fucking do stand-up comedy.
Well, they were hanging
and
out with Bob and David
Bob and
from
Dave.
Mr. Show.
Ooh, no,
And then
I
Bob
know.
was all like, hey, you guys should make this thing happen.
Is that really how that happened?
Yeah.
Shut up! I never knew that.
Oh.
I mean, it might not be entirely Bob. I'm probably giving him a little too much credit. But Bob.
Yeah. Damn. No, I never knew that.
It makes you wonder, dude. Like
Wouldn't
the
work.
people like that who's come along in your life, right? When you were doing something, they're like, you need a fucking whatever. And if you took that advice, where you'd be in whatever field you're in, you know what I mean? Like, what change? You remember, like, it's like South Park, where Cartman, like the future Cartman comes, and he's like, I'm going to put these Twinkies down. And then the future Cartman comes, and he's all skinny and buff, and he's like, you made a good choice, sir. And then he was like, oh, you're not going to tell me what to do. And he gets the Twinkie out of the garbage,
Yes.
and the guy gets fat in front of him.
Yeah.
I wish we could do that. Like, when I get to, like, 40 something, look back and be like, what if I made that choice? And then like half robot Adam comes and is like, you made the right choice.
Half robot.
We can pick up everything now.
To turn that one screw. Damn, could have changed everything.
One screw
One
turn.
screw turn.
Two screw turn.
No, dude. So, do y'all deal with seasonal depression, man? When winter,
Traditionally, yeah.
when winter comes, do you deal with it at all? How do you deal with it?
Just embrace it. Listen to sad shit.
Yeah, I guess
Get sad.
it's so strange, man.
It's
Like
fuck fighting it.
Do you think it's more of like the time change, or just like that there's more darkness?
Yeah, I think it's just gray and I'm
Yeah.
cold
Less
all the
sunlight.
time.
Sunlight.
Yeah, and you just
But
and you
it-
don't go outside
But
as
I mean,
much.
fuck the sun. I don't, it's like it can suck nuts, but there's just something about like the gray skies and the dead trees and shit and being cold all the time.
Yeah.
Huh.
I wonder if
definitely
everybody
chemical
does.
change.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
So in your like circadian rhythm, it's
When you're
just
getting
like,
less vitamin D.
yeah. That's what I was, because some of the, out here it's like it's crazy humid during the summer, right? Like
Yeah.
crazy, just fuck. And then like going outside is a chore, but then during the winter it can get bad too, and it's like I don't fuck go out. So you have these small like fall and spring times that are just like, oh, we better, it's all of 2 weeks until it starts freezing. Like,
Yeah, it's supposed to be 25 degrees tonight.
Wow.
yeah, so quick, man. Yeah. But I don't know, man. I just felt like weird in that fact because it had just come like right around this time, dude. I just get fucking down, and it's like, is it something that you can like take an Advil and it change you, or like?
Well, I mean, they make happy pills. You can
Yeah.
just eat those.
They
You
make
just-
vitamin D pills.
Vitamin
Give
D
that
pills.
a try.
Oh yeah.
Vitamins.
Dude, I wonder if
your
anybody's
vitamins.
tried that. I'd like to try
Yeah,
it.
people try that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scientifically, we know that vitamin D works. I wonder if anybody's done that.
Scientifically. No, man, I don't know. I hate that change going after we're in the winter and I'm like used to it. I guess change. I hate the
First
the
couple weeks are
transition,
rough.
man. Yeah.
It's,
The transition in the summer isn't that bad. Like you're not like, oh fuck, here comes summer, and then
That's
your
that
brain.
I
feel.
am.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that.
I hate
when it
that
starts
shit.
warming up and
Yeah.
the
Yep.
bugs
It's
start
dreadful.
coming away.
Oh, it's
and
horrible.
I'm like, oh my god, here we
Oh.
go.
So
And
you have a
I'm
reverse.
sweaty.
Bugs and
Yes,
sweat.
constantly.
Huh.
And there's no
humid.
transition. It goes from hot to humid and hot overnight. It's horrible.
Yeah.
So do you like winter a lot, or
I do prefer winter.
really?
Yeah, me
I
Damn,
too.
just don't
dude.
like the humid air.
That's why I can't stand
heat.
going out when it's like middle summer and
I
shit.
can't stand going out when it's 90 and
Yeah, I don't
humid.
do that shit. I don't. I
we-
very rarely go outside when it's summer.
We did that video for Sleepy, and
Oh my
man, we were
God.
outside for what, like 15 minutes, and I was just like, let's go the fuck home.
I
man."
felt bad when we were leaving. Like I hugged him. I felt bad hugging him because I was so,
So
disgustingly
disgusting.
sweaty.
yeah.
But it ain't like that.
He's
like,
too laid back to care.
Yeah, he didn't. Case oh,
He's
we're
like,
all sweaty.
"Ah."
I was like, you're so
feel
nice.
like
I'm
Get
in
them
gross.
hugs.
I feel like I need to move to like Texas or Florida. Not me, but for people who don't like the humidity. Because even there, like during the
Yeah.
winter, it only gets down to what, like 50, 60 or some shit. Like
Well,
that.
and even
They have
if it,
scorpions everywhere.
Well, I mean, weigh
The
the options.
mosquitoes.
Okay?
Literally
die.
everywhere.
Never
humidity,
die.
humidity,
Dude.
or scorpions.
Humidity.
I'll take scorpions all day.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
I'll just carry around a machete with me. Kill them bitches. If I could do that shit to humidity, I would.
Sometimes I feel like you could slice it.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. There are times I walk outside, I'm like,
Yeah, it starts suffocating.
yes, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Fuck this place.
But that's the thing though, like that's like not going out then and then not going out. I guess I can stand it if there's not like a lot of slush and just muddy, nasty shit on the fucking ground during the winter.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it because you can get your coats on, you can
Oh, I
hide
love it.
like, you know, your flaws
Hide
under a
your
big
body.
jacket,
Yes.
you know,
Hell yes.
and just cuddle up like you wear cool
Yeah.
hats and stuff.
Yeah,
And
your buff arms don't
Peop-
show through. You can
people
hide
don't
them.
no,
fuck
dude,
up.
I swear, that's I
Don't
like
tell my husband how to feel about his body.
since I lost all that weight and I can like during the winter I like when it comes because I put all these jackets on and people don't notice that I've lost all the weight
Yeah.
and it makes me feel better because then they don't ask like, oh, what are you, sick, or did you fucking like
Yeah,
I've
like-
been through this a million times,
You
bro.
should just show him a picture side by side. Like,
Wear it
that-
on my chest or some shit.
That'd be good. It's like I see older pictures of you, and it's like, oh, that's weird now.
Yeah.
That's super weird, right? You know, that's the baffling thing. Like me and Sarah had a lot of weight on her. What was it like
It was
4
probably
years?
4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I was like
literally
230.
nothing,
Wow.
like nothing changed for me. Like I didn't even notice it when we went back to look at pictures. I guess because we're always together, it didn't dawn on me. Like I was like, oh, you had that weight, and of course mine didn't dawn on me because I'm always, you know, I see myself in the mirror and shit. But I didn't. I mean, she looked like Sarah the entire time. Like
My face was so, which I'm 180 right now. So it's, that's 40, 50 extra pounds. But my face was so big. But I'm so tall, people don't really notice. But no, my face was huge. I got these big old cheeks and shit. I was like,
so, but that's what, you know. Even you see me like, at least once a week. You see me at least once a week, so it doesn't, like, if something were to change back, I don't think I would notice either because we see each other, so it's like, well, that's just him. But like people that haven't seen you in like a year, they're like just completely blown away. It's like, bro, get on the fucking train. Like, I've been this way for like 2, you know what I mean?
for real.
Get on the
And
train.
you've said something to me about it before.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
not remember?
You gotta love those people that like, but I think it's because people that will call you up just because they need something,
Yeah.
and then see you, they're like, I have to come up with something to say, so
Yeah.
might as well say the same shit I did last time. It seemed to work.
Yeah. God forbid you change it.
Yeah. And I love the people too that hit you up on Facebook and be like, man, it has been like 5 years since I talked to you. I'm so glad that, you know, we're having this time to talk. Can you come over and change out the light switch
Yeah.
for me?
Let's
Yes.
extend it to 10.
It's like, why go through the bullshit of like, oh, how you doing? How's the family? Cut all that out and just say,
Just
you want to
tell
go
me
change
what
my
you
light
need,
switch?
please. Yeah.
I hate
Gotta
that
butter
shit.
you up.
I swear, dude, I hate that shit.
Mm-hmm.
People used to do that in prison where, like, commissary day would come around, right?
Yeah.
Got all these honey buns and shit. And I don't know, like, you'd have, like, 5 new best friends, right? And they'll come around, they'll talk to, I mean, they'll talk for, they got all day.
Yeah.
All day, dude. And then in a family calm,
I
they're
got
like,
someplace to be.
they're like, can you give me a honey bun? And it's like, no, like, that's currency in here. Like, no, I can't give you a
Right.
fucking honey bun. Like, are we brothers?
All right,
Like,
bye.
yeah.
I feel like you should set up something to where like you have a lot of money on the outside,
Yeah.
and then you go into prison for like 2 or 3 months,
Yeah.
and then like amass an army with the money that you have on the books. Like you just throw sweets and shit and cigarettes at
throwing
people, and you're like, all right, you're my muscle now.
Yeah.
You're my idea man.
Be going real weird.
You're my
I'm gonna
artist.
sit over here. Y'all take care of me.
Yeah. Hey, go fight that guy. Here's some snacks.
Here's some snacks. Ain't that crazy, dude? You can get somebody fucked up for like 2 honey buns and 5 soups.
Some
Like,
soups, dude.
you can get somebody
Yes.
fucked up. You get
I
a crackhead
swear to
do
God,
it.
it's one of my favorite things is when we talk about soups. It's ramen, but I love soups. I love it.
It blows me away, man. But I've seen guys though that had like $200-300 on the books like every week, and they would order it. It's that saying, like, even if you had a shitload of money, if you're unhappy with no money, you're gonna be unhappy with money.
Yeah.
And those same people are just as depressed with 200-300 on their books as you are eating the fucking food that comes on the tray, which is terrible. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's just weird, man. I wonder if I know money can't buy you. I think that's a for sure thing. Money can't buy you
I
happiness.
think the only thing that money can really do is relieve a certain amount of stress. Because then you don't have to worry about, oh my God, are my bills going to be paid? Can I get so-and-so a Christmas present? Like, you don't have to worry about all those little annoyances, basically. And you can just do what you do.
The only reason money can't buy happiness is because of shortcomings in the medical field.
Right. Step up your game.
Yeah, like once we understand the
medical
chemicals and shit, like, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's
a
your
little bit of
happiness, buddy.
happiness.
Yeah.
I think we've probably talked about this before, but buying other people's stuff buys you happiness.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yep.
Scientifically proven.
I'm more happy
Ouch.
when I do something with, like, I go in and I fix somebody's issue within like 30 minutes, right? And it was like something that, of course, they couldn't have done themselves. It's inside the panel or inside the wall or something. I fix it, right? 30 minutes, and I'm like, nah, no charge or whatever. That feels so much better than doing a $4,000 or $5,000 job.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of that, you're all overworked and stressed out. Like, I just came in, they're fucking happy. I'm happy because I'm giving them something, and then everybody's happy. So
Scientifically proven.
yeah, mass
That's
happiness.
exactly what that is.
I feel like mass happiness would be nice. That's what we talked about, like having a competition of who can be the nicest.
Mm-hmm.
Like, instead of like dumbass shit hitting the brakes on people.
I thought you was gonna say who could be the happiest.
Yeah.
That's a weird competition.
Yeah, how do
just
you gauge
lie.
it? Yeah.
I'm not happy. I'm a liar.
I am happier than you. No, I am.
Look at me.
Look at me. No, I feel like that is the key to it for real. But then you have to have motivation to do that. Sometimes there is no motivation to be found.
Right.
Like, I don't want to get up and do nothing nice for you. I want to sit here and eat my fucking Cheetos,
That's right.
Sometimes Cheetos bring you happiness.
Do they?
Almost
Oh,
always.
always.
Cheetos
Don't
bring
they?
happiness.
They fucking do every time. I feel guilty afterwards, but like during it, I am content.
Don't eat the whole damn bag.
Well,
Get out of here.
you don't eat the whole damn bag.
You don't tell me how to live
I'm
my
happy
life.
with the whole damn bag.
I always eat so many of them, but then I'm just nauseous at the end of it because I've eaten too many.
As long as I don't eat pizza while I'm doing it.
I think it was
No.
Alan Watts. It was like, nothing's technically bad for you, like as far as the food you eat and shit. It's the mental mindset you have because the world has told you that eating a whole bag of chips is bad for
Yes.
you.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That makes it bad. So all that internal stress makes your body reject it.
Look.
Whereas you could just eat it and be happy and don't have to worry about it.
All I'm saying is I eat like a fucking pig all day, every day, and it brings me joy to eat the food that I eat, and I'm not fat.
You also like red peppers.
So,
Fat people don't like red peppers.
Oh,
dip that shit
So-
in chocolate.
while we're on the subject of fat pieces of shit,
Whoa. Yeah.
we were at Walmart
Oh,
a
Jesus.
day ago, dude, and
I
we
was ready
walked.
to get divorced. I
We
fucking
walked
hate
past
Walmart. Not
this
because
fucking
of him.
aisle in the middle of the thing, right? They had this whole fucking setup with these fire starter logs that make your house smell like KFC.
Yeah.
I took a picture of it because I was blown the fuck away at what fat piece of shit motherfucker. Well, maybe not. Maybe just people like the thing.
Yeah, I mean, like, I kind of want one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you though? It's always
Dude.
gonna smell like KFC in there.
You think I don't like KFC?
Yeah, but come on, smelling it every day.
Oh, no, fuck that. But like a one-time thing.
Oh, like one
Yeah.
time. I feel like it would get stuck in the walls and shit and the carpet.
Yes,
Well,
dude.
I mean,
know.
if you did it for like every day for like a year, maybe.
Yes.
Sorry,
I
didn't
can
you mention it like I guess
we,
last night?
We were talking about it.
Yeah, you just
Yeah.
like throw it on the fire.
Well, we were
outside.
going
Yeah,
to the.
Oh,
Outside would be
outside.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would do it outside.
Oh,
I've
okay.
got a fire pit outside.
Yeah, you don't have to grease up your walls.
I wonder if the log is wrapped in chicken skin.
Well,
Oh,
you know, what if some people might use
I
them?
haven't tried
Some
to eat
people
that
might use them
log.
for their smokers.
I'm okay. I'm cool with that. I'm
Some
cool with
people
that.
might put them in their smokers. And smoke a turkey with it.
See,
I guess initially
you don't
I
know
was
shit
just,
about wood.
I think it was because it put me in a bad spot being at Walmart anyways.
yeah.
Everybody's doing like last minute Halloween stuff with their shitty
I
kids.
said, well, anything at
Yeah.
Walmart. Like anybody that's in there that isn't you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like, fuck this piece of shit
Mm-hmm.
shopping at Walmart.
I
You
thought, dude, I
capitalist
hate
swine.
it. It'd make you want to kill yourself.
Dude, we
We get in not an argument, but we get it physically.
just don't speak to one another while we're
changes
in there. Yeah.
It changes us.
Oh yeah, when we got it, I was like, "Where is the fucking truck? Like,
Yeah, it's
why is it so far away?
Is
Why
there a
can't-"
Kroger like right next to that Walmart? Like,
Yeah.
Can't you guys just go there?
There's a Kroger close. I swear, usually we do. There's a couple things that Kroger doesn't have.
They crave that rage every once in a while.
Like, you know what I want to do? I want to get in a Walmart fight. All right, let's
We've
go.
been a little too happy lately. Let's go to Walmart.
Yes, dude.
Well, that's
Walmart
good. I
fight
need some Cheez-Its too.
would
so.
be super easy to get into. Like
Yeah.
it wouldn't even be that hard because there's a lot of ghetto motherfuckers in there.
Hell yes.
I was gonna say piece of shit, but maybe they're not all pieces
Like
of
when
shit.
I was, I don't know, this is like 10, 15 years ago. I was in a Walmart, and there was this like fat redneck dude yelling the N-word at this black dude,
Whoa,
and then it escalated.
quickly.
Say.
I mean, it was awesome, but
Sounds like
you know,
it has started out as an escalation.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they got out of there, and nobody died. But
I
it was
like
fun.
I like
good
when
day.
because a lot of those guys that will openly like loudly say the N-word or something that is very
Unacceptable.
unacceptable, you know, completely. A lot of those people just haven't been smacked in the fucking mouth.
Absolutely.
So I
yeah,
like-
dude.
I like when they find a real one
Uh-huh.
and
A
and
real
there's no
one.
talking.
Hell
The
yeah.
dude goes straight from like, oh, you called me the N-word to like knocking him the fuck out.
You go
And
home
then-
today.
Yeah, they got videos online of these people, and then they get up like just stunned that
Yeah.
somebody fucking like touched them or whatever. Like, yeah, you live in a world where shit has consequences, bro.
Yes.
That's why
Oh,
I
God.
told Sarah has a habit of if she's talking about somebody, she'll point.
I do.
I was like, one day, dude, one day you're gonna find a real one. Remember, we were in a
Shit.
Taco Bell drive-through, and Sarah points and starts laughing at this this ghetto chick out in the parking lot. Dude, she was yeah, dude. She was like, "What are you pointing?" Like she was
Yeah,
straight up.
dude. Usually people do see me.
They just pointed at her again. What are you pointing at?
Look at
You
you.
saw?
Dude, I just rolled up the window and like grabbed our food and just left it like this.
I
Because
can't
it'd be
help
super
it.
hard.
I don't. I need to be, I guess, more self-aware.
It would be super hard I guess for me too, because I'm always trying to jump in this shit and like break it up.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you were getting in a fight and you were getting your ass kicked, I would have a hard time not like beating the shit out of a girl. And I don't want to be in that position, you know?
Yeah. Look, we were.
Or getting the shit beat out of me by a girl, and I don't want to be in that
And then
position.
title it like, Hood Rat Beats My Wife. And you
Yay,
get all
let's
kinds
make
of
this
views.
happen.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that
Wildly
would go well.
Uninteresting presents Sarah getting her ass beat by a hood rat.
Please let that happen. God. Which you probably know this story, but we went to the Portland Festival.
Yeah,
We used to go every year, and these two chicks started getting into it.
the best kind of fight,
And
dude. It
one
was
of
so
them
weird.
was wearing like a tube top dress, and her tit pops out.
just full on.
Of course. I mean, what do you
It's a
expect?
tube top.
Well, and then Adam's walking by it. He's like, "Oh, well, I'm gonna break these girls up." So he like picks one up, and her tits popped out.
Pit
And then
just hanging
she tries to take his hand and walk away because she
Oh yeah,
thinks
she
it's her
thought
boyfriend.
I was. Yeah, she thought I was him.
Yeah,
I was
he
like,
was like, no, I'm not your boyfriend.
Yo, but respectively though, I let it go on for a while until
Oh,
they got
yeah.
a few hits in, and then like they got settled, and I was like, all right, now the cops are
Yeah,
probably
the cops
definitely
are on
coming.
their way.
So I got them up out of there.
You like stepping in with shit. That's just strange.
It is.
He
dude,
can't help
I
it.
don't know what it is.
Yeah.
that time that guy was stealing from Kroger and shit. I've been at concerts where I don't know what it is that I feel it necessary for me to come in.
So there was that concert in Indy where like Sugar Ray was playing, and like right behind me, this dude was walking like in front of his girlfriend, and for no reason that I'm aware of, he just turned around and punched her right in the face.
Jesus Christ.
And I just laughed.
God. No, that guy would have been knocked the fuck out.
And your instinct reaction to violence is laughing.
Yes.
Don't be with a
would.
guy that's
Bitch
gonna punch you in the
deserved it.
face. I don't know. You gotta know him by now.
You did this to yourself.
That's awesome.
You asked for
Yeah,
it.
I think, dude. I don't know. I think as a kid, that's what I'm. Every time like something happens in my life or the quirks about me, I'm like, what about my childhood caused this? I think it had a lot to do with like my the family situation and always breaking up a fight or diverting a situation or whatever. Like I was always the kid to step in. Like I was always like, oh, getting between mom and dad. Like,
Yeah, the brain is formed in childhood.
Hell
and
yeah.
I think
Carry that. Were we talking last night around the fire about you spend your entire adulthood
Oh yeah, trying to get past your trauma shit.
processing the trauma of your childhood?
damn, dude,
Because
that's
your brain's that's when it's being formed, and it's when you're learning about the world and stuff.
Yeah,
So
your habits and shit form.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is how
childhood
it is.
is extremely important.
Hell yeah.
yeah, ain't that crazy though that
So
it
is
sticks with you?
also
Yeah.
letting go.
I know.
People want to cling to things, even if it's like a terrible part of themselves. They're like,
Yeah,
oh,
they
this
can't
is
sometimes.
me. It's like,
Yeah.
well, let it go. It sucks.
It's,
No, it's me.
I think
You
it'd be
ego
super hard,
maniac.
man,
I-
to let go of something from your childhood.
Oh yeah. I had sent you some of the stuff about like the feral kids, and there
Yeah,
was
dude.
God.
this girl. Well, and there's actually I went on to read multiple different, I guess case studies, if that's what you want to call it, and they all basically couldn't learn to speak English because after the age of like 10, if you haven't already been exposed to it and tried, you just can't do it. So most of them are mute because they had no communication skills to begin with. I think it might actually be 5 if you're not exposed to it by 5.
Like a language period.
Yeah.
Oh, a language period.
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking that, but I thought, well, that's a given.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to
So I wonder about these
clarify.
40-year-olds that are learning it, but they probably spoke Taiwanese or whatever.
Just so-
Tiny.
anything. Yeah.
But that's I told Sarah, I said I have a lot of things that I dislike. I feel like are flaws that I can openly mention, but trying to find like what initially caused that as a kid, like, and then that baffles me. But that's what I told Sarah. The only reason I would want to have a kid is to like watch them develop, like you know what I mean, like
Yes.
to try
That's
to
my tiny
cultivate.
science experiment.
Yeah, that's it. And give them away like once he's past that. See what happened when 30 years later, like just like peer through the window. Like,
Yeah.
What'd you
it's
turn
pretty good.
into?
Sprout my physical characteristics and behave like me against your will.
Yeah. Yeah, shit, dude. That's I feel that's I feel like a lot of people that deal with that shit and that it's just me and stuff, like I don't think you could probably fix it and learn how to like catch yourself before you make those actions that are deeply entrenched. But as far as like actually changing them and being different, I don't feel like that's the thing. You would just constantly have to catch yourself before you made the actions.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because that childhood, man, it's crazy.
Yeah.
dude.
It's deeply ingrained.
Plus, I guess it depends on how it wires the brain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get
PTSD
to fucking
shit. You got your different paths and shit and connections and whatnot. So I guess it could happen.
and you don't get to go back and just
But I
like
mean-
repair one little thing.
But I mean,
Come on,
if
God.
You, if
Come
you,
on, guy.
Like, if you know your stupid patterns of behavior and stuff, couldn't it just be like being an addict where you like consciously
Yeah.
choose to behave differently?
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but
It
then
takes a lot of willpower. Though.
that's what I
course
was
it does.
saying.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying
That's
it's
what you
easy,
have to
but
have.
Yeah.
but it's doable.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. but you would constantly. That's what I told her about like drug addiction. We were talking about the other day is like it sucks to constantly know that there's a part of you that you have to constantly maintain.
Yeah.
Or else one day, I
Or
mean,
else.
one fucking pill can drive you down, like, back
Yeah.
to prison and your life's in shambles again. One pill.
Yeah, it's
Or
so stupid.
anything. Yeah.
It really sucks.
And
It
having to
really
deal with
sucks.
it. The other thing that baffles me, I told Sarah this, I work in a lot of homes and I see these kids that are living with their parents. And I mean, the house is trash. They don't help out. They're just garbage. They don't have a job. They're not doing shit to help nothing. And I told her, I was like, it baffles me that people can be like that and not deal with drug addiction, right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't deal with something every day that, like, eats at you and is like hanging on your back like a
And
buddy
you're
you don't like.
this. I don't.
And you're
get
like
it.
this?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's that every day I go to work, I'm just like looking around the corner for heroin. Like, is it back there? Like,
Just kick it to the side and run.
yeah.
What is it? Oh, that's just brown sugar.
Yeah.
Yes.
I peek behind every corner I walk by, like, is there a drug dealer over here? And it's cool to walk.
I'm coming around.
Oh, so I come up with a good euphemism. Are you ready? Is it euphemism? I don't care.
Tell me
So,
what it is.
Look, so you know how people on the
He'll tell
internet
you
and
what
stuff,
it is.
like, there's people that say, oh, drug addiction is a choice. Like, you chose to be a drug addict and take that drug. Okay, drug addiction is a choice, right? Just like,
This is an analogy.
yes,
There you
just
go.
like being a shitty parent to your kid is, right? Because say you made the choice to go to that bar and go home with the only person that would say yes because you wanted an orgasm at the end of the night. That's all you wanted, right? You get that. Then she becomes pregnant. Now you have a kid that you didn't want. And
Right.
for 25 years, you have to raise this kid, and you're a shitty parent for 25 years.
So doing drugs once is to an abortion.
But you can't abort drug addiction.
I know I'm
sure
saying like
wish we
no,
could.
because I mean like you know that you're gonna get addicted to drugs if you do it like more than
Oh, yeah.
once, and if you let a dude come in you and you don't abort it,
Yeah.
then you have the kid.
Yeah.
It's like yeah.
That's, yeah.
Either way, you're
Yeah.
right.
But having, yeah.
Either.
having a random sexual encounter one
Yeah.
night and then like having the 25 years of follow on kid that you did not want. Drug addiction is that fucking kid that you have to raise and be a shitty parent to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's always there. It never leaves. You know what I mean? Same thing.
But you know, I mean, it's like if you drink battery acid, you gotta think your throat's gonna get ripped up.
Yeah.
If you do a
well,
hardcore
yeah.
addictive substance, it's probably gonna lead to addiction at some point.
Right, but not initially, right? Because I broke my back when I was 16, so that's when I went to the doctors when they started writing, and I feel like it was born then. You know what I mean? Which I'm not saying, I'm not blaming on nobody. I like to get high, so that's not.
Yeah, I know it's awesome.
But yeah, but you get what I'm saying? Like in those situations, I feel like just people need to be like back up on this shit. Like, not everything's black and white, you know?
Yeah.
But-
Definitely.
Damn gray area.
Damn gray, gray.
Bunch of grays.
No, but it made me laugh, man. When I was just looking at this
Double
kid.
dose.
Double dose of
I
grays.
was looking at this like 36-year-old guy like on his mom's couch eating like whatever he was eating, playing his Xbox and shit. I mean, it was like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
We're still in his PJs and shit. Like
PJs.
I'm just like, the dishes aren't done. There's trash and shit everywhere. I'm like, you fucking dick sucker.
I moved out at 32, but like I'm still getting like defensive about this. Like you're talking about me.
Oh, but no,
wait,
you had a job,
awesome.
a vehicle. You contributed. You cleaned up after yourself. You were a working
yeah,
member
you
of
did
society.
your own laundry. Like,
Yeah.
not
I'm talking about
everybody
somebody
does
who
that.
was absolutely
Right.
unhelpful in the world.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
But,
no, there's definitely a
Yeah,
difference.
yeah. Fuck
but
that
but you're
guy.
a piece of shit too. No.
There's certainly a difference between living at home longer than society tells you is okay versus just contributing nothing to family,
I mean,
to society.
While I
to-
was still living with him, I found an article that backed up like the generation. You know, it's like, oh, they're living at home longer because of blah blah blah, and I was like, ah, great. Here's
There
Yeah,
it is.
this
It's
is
here's
why.
my justification.
More common in some other countries for
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
children
that kind
to
of
live
helped.
at home
Yeah.
for, until their parents die. Yeah.
Dude, in the same
Right.
house, and then
Yeah.
the child will live in that house, and then their children will live with the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, it's
It's a
serious.
cultural thing with America.
Yeah,
Which is
Italians,
weird.
they're like, oh, we love everybody in the family. In America, it's like, I don't even want to
Get
see you
outta
on
here.
holidays.
Get the fuck out.
there's a customer we were doing work for. She's she's like heating and air company, but they're doing a lot of split units for these small houses because a lot of millennials, that's what she called them, but younger people, they're not buying the houses, they're not moving out, they're saving their money until they get just like a little tiny house on a little piece of land.
I think
so
the
that they can
millennials are spending all that money on Legos.
Legos,
Yeah.
Legos.
Yeah, because Legos are ridiculously expensive.
Right?
Ugh.
All right, I'm sorry. Continue.
Oh no, it's just the structure is changing, and like staying at home longer, they save, or they're going to college or whatever. Like we have a family friend that she stayed until, I think she's still there. Like,
Yeah.
and she's
as
in
far
her
as I know.
35, 36 or something
She's
like
in her
that.
60s.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I think though that with the societal norms, I don't know wherever that started, but like you said, there's cultures that they live till they're dead. Like they live together. Like
They
and
live till
like
they're
it.
dead.
Buy a big ass
Till they're
house, and live
dead.
together. That's so I don't know.
I'm an idiot. I did it myself.
You're like,
I
why
think-
did it fall?
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like part of this.
I think too, in America, we're not as family oriented. I think we've moved past that. It used to be that way, but we're not as family oriented. So maybe that has something to play into
Yeah,
that.
because the generation that was raised by the parents that were family oriented decided that they didn't want to put in the work.
Right.
Like, I don't want to be family oriented. I want to be a hoochie.
I want to be a hoochie.
Or, whatever you call a dude hoochie. A doochy.
Dude
Doochie.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hoochie, I haven't heard that word in a really long time. Where did you pull that out of your
It's a
butt?
funny word. I
Never
don't know.
heard that before, ever.
Really?
What, really?
I've never heard Doochie.
Oh, okay. No, I just made that up.
Yeah.
I
What are
didn't
you
know.
talking? What is the other word?
Hoochie?
Yeah, it started
I've
with
heard
hoochie because,
I've never. It's like, you saying Doochie's a thing? And I didn't even know.
It's awesome. Doochie goes way back.
Yeah, Doochie's old school.
God,
boy.
I missed out.
I do like a Doochie, though.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun name.
It kind of seems like it would be a nice little pastry
Ah.
with a little bit of crunch to it. Oh, let me get an order of them Doochies. Yeah.
Deep
Get-
fried for sure.
Yeah.
With
Deep
icing.
fried Doochie.
We should invent it.
Yes,
Yes.
please.
So-
Get to
Yeah.
work
What
on
would
that shit.
What would it
Yeah.
taste like? Definitely deep fried.
I feel like it needs to be sprinkled with something.
I think it should
dip.
have some kind of like cream cheese dipping
Oh, yeah.
thing. Sauce.
Yeah, definitely dip it. Yeah.
I really want a Doochie, and it doesn't even
We don't
make
even know what
sense.
it is
I
yet.
know, but it sounds so good. All right, I'm writing Doochie down for sure. I got Hoochie.
Hoochie Dootchie.
Hoochie Dootchie is exactly what I was writing. Doochie. Yeah.
We should just
Love
get
it.
drunk and buy a bunch of ingredients and
And
then.
we'll make
Make
it
it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah.
It'll probably be terrible.
Yeah.
No.
Whatever.
We can make 5 incarnations. Like,
Okay.
all right, these are the options. Which one of these will go on to be the Doochie?
Should make a whole video of its birth.
Yeah.
That's the way I cook. Is
Discover
like I just
Doochie.
add
Where did you
random
come from?
ingredients. I don't know.
He's been here. What are you talking about?
been
Random
here.
ingredients. Like if I'm making something, I just hook up all like every spice in the cabinet, just throw it in. Like it's
Yeah.
bound to either be good or really dog shit. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? There's no plan when I go to like cook.
Well, and you've never
Oh.
made something bad. It's
But
always
it's-
great.
So I feel like I was good in like in prison. You can get everything on the lid and mix it all together. It's good because
So
we're
much
eating
salt
dog
and
shit
sugar.
anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and salt and sugar. Like
Yeah,
I
all
mean
that.
that's a good combination, right? The best
Yes.
combination.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah, all your stuff is always good.
Yeah, I was a pretty good cook, man, too. With like minimal shit around.
Yeah.
And then when you get to prison, like you get eggs and fucking hot dogs and stuff. So it's even better. You need to go to prison one time.
No.
bro. Let's go
Oh,
together.
come on,
No.
man. Just go once.
No,
I'll
thank you.
consider it if we go
No,
together.
thank
dude.
you.
I know I'm under arrest and everything, but I need Adam as my roommate. Let's be roommates.
Can you go find him and lock him up for me, please?
You're a bunk buddy, you dumbass.
Bunk buddy.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. That's how you make prison cute. It's my bunk buddy. My bunk buddy stabbed a guy in the cafeteria.
Little stabby bunk buddy.
So how was the Halloween show at Air Devil's Inn, man?
I liked it. Yeah.
Was
It
it the
was
first
fun.
show with the new drummer or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
I think
shit.
he fucked up minimally.
Really?
Yeah.
So you did well.
You berated him
Wow.
at some point. You said,
Well,
hey,
fuck him, he
everybody,
deserves it."
stop and boo
Oh yeah,
the
he did.
drummer,
Oh, I
please.
forgot about that. Yeah, he did ruin the beginning of a song. Dumbass. But yeah, other than that, he was fine.
You know what the worst parts for a drummer to fuck up is the beginning when you come in, like that build where it's just like what, and now the drummer's in.
Yeah.
Or if the song has like a build up, it cuts off, drops out, and there's like a melodic thing in the back, and then they come in and they're supposed to come in on that perfect beat, and everybody just hammers down, and they fuck that up. Those are the two things that when I was playing for like church or something, like I would so nervous. And then you'll always fuck up because you're playing it up here, and then I'm sure a good drummer doesn't fuck that up.
Hey, he fucked up. Make fun of him. He fucked up for God. You leave him
God.
alone.
Throw the first stone.
That's what I'm saying, man. I'm glad that he did well for the first show, but if he fucks up again, hit him with a drumstick in the face.
Think about it.
In the face.
I feel like he was in Nom, so I mean, he might be able to take me.
Damn, dude.
Even if he wasn't a nom, he could take you. So I don't know what that's got to do with anything.
Why you gotta bring up how weak I am all the time?
I don't know.
Whatever,
I'm sorry.
dude.
Although if I were going to be fighting and you were on my side, I'd feel pretty good about it.
What did I open for you
Thanks.
today? Your orange juice?
Yeah.
You bitch.
That's awesome.
You were like, I can't
Yeah,
do
I couldn't-
it.
I
You
couldn't
handed
do
it to
it.
me.
This is why you stay single, so nobody knows your secrets.
So
Help me with
horrible.
my orange juice,
Please.
But I mean, she did open the shit out of
I
it. So.
did open it.
I opened the shit out of that orange. No, I think
Thank you.
I think though when you find somebody that like that's your person, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? That you're in love. Like you could have like the most fucked up. I feel like you could have a baby dick, like
Yeah.
a micro mini penis, and
Or a
shit
big
would be
clit.
cool. Or like a
yeah.
China clit, or like
What?
I have both.
I don't know, dude. One and the same.
Yeah.
But
Which one's the clit? Which one's a dick? I don't remember anymore. Just suck
use them
it.
both.
I only say it because I feel like sex would be a huge part. Like just as far as that, like the flaw goes, it would interrupt the relationship really bad or something like that. But you could have the worst flaws, is what I'm trying to say. And
If you
I
click.
think, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. Like it does.
You
I don't
click.
think that matters. You know.
Don't
Well, and-
care about your dick.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
the
It
Yay.
rhymes 'cause it's
for the
true.
most part, I feel like dick size means more to men anyway than it does girls.
I texted her
'Cause-
the other day and was like, "How do they expect to colonize Mars, but they have not mastered penis enlargement? How's it possible we can't enlarge a man's penis, but we can colonize Mars?"
Yes.
We can't pump meat into this dick.
Yeah.
How we gonna live on this surface?
It's the greatest hidden secret. I think they can. It's very it's more hidden than the cure for cancer.
Yeah.
You hear me?
It's
Like, they have a cure
definitely-
for that, and I'm sure the rich people get that. I wonder who's getting these penis enlargements.
I don't know.
That's what I want to know. Fuck Mars. I'm never gonna go there anyways. I don't have enough money, and I'm not a part of that social group. But I could
The
use a few
only
more
people
inches. You
who
hear me?
No, you don't need it,
Look
please. Okay. I forgot.
Look, I got you off guard. Look,
I know. I got
Like,
dicks on
please
the
no.
brain.
just a bunch of dicks in a field
Just-
waving around.
Slap them away.
Why did I come into this field? I knew at a distance what it
I knew
was.
what it was. I'm just curious.
Oh, I feel like the group of people who would be able to get penis enlargements are the same people who would be able to go to Mars. They're the same crew.
Yeah.
because only
The
super,
billionaires.
yeah, they're the only ones who get any of that shit.
They're just on Mars walking around butt naked.
Big
like,
dick.
Big ass dicks.
accidentally stepping on the head and stuff. This is just ridiculous.
Yeah. And definitely not having sex because no woman or man wants that big dick inside of them. I promise.
No, probably not. It is
I
fun
bet
to
you there's
see,
some
though, right?
cavernous gay dude that wants it.
Cavernous.
Cavernous.
Jesus.
I think every guy wants to see a guy with a big dick. Not like a big dick, but an exceptionally big dick. Or maybe I just have a little bit of homosexual
okay, so
in
not
me,
like
and I'm
a
okay with
normal
that.
big one, but
It's
like
the same as seeing Sasquatch in person. Is
Yeah,
that what you're
dude.
trying to say?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
I've always wanted to know
how,
what it looks
how
like.
did it get that
Yes.
big?
How?
I'm glad I saw this in person.
There
It's a
is
wonder of the world.
Can I
The-
touch it?
a gentleman with the recorded biggest penis in the world, right? There isn't a picture of it. So
It's
it's
really
like,
unfortunate.
but it is,
That
it's
sounds like a
recorded.
conspiracy.
No, like the dude's been in the record books for a long time. It's recorded in not scientifically, but by the books, it's recorded. Like he has the largest penis
So
that
it's
whoever
not,
entered.
So it's
it
not
anyways.
John Holmes.
No,
it's like
no, it's
13
some
and a
random
half
dude.
inches, but I don't know what the name is.
Yeah, some random ass like next door neighbor guy. Like he's just like, yeah, I've had this for like 30 years now, and it's like
And
it's
it
a
sucks.
like.
Because I can't have sex with anybody.
But there is
I
not a
came out
picture
the
of it.
womb. It was 7 inches.
I think that like he come out first and his dick was like traveling
Dick's
behind.
bigger than him.
The doctor's like, Jesus, is this ever just gonna stop?
And shit.
Is that the umbilical cord? No, it's not.
Yo,
Why did the umbilical cord just?
I
ink
think
milk?
though that's another one of those childhood things, right? Because I don't think they do that to like women. I don't know. I haven't been a woman yet, but in none of my past lives I feel like were a woman yet. But
You sure?
I don't know, man. Sometimes I
Kinda
question
sensitive.
it. I'm very
he's
sensitive.
a self-hating former woman. That's why he likes to shit on them.
Probably,
Adam
dude.
shits on women.
Oh,
Yeah,
because
maybe
it's
I
part
had
of
I had a
former
rough
life.
go, probably. You know?
Yeah.
And if we're speaking of past, I probably went through oppression and, low pay, low wages, and inequality. I had to go through all
Look,
that.
you couldn't vote then.
Look,
Adam
I know
discovers he
there's
was
gonna
formerly a
there's gonna be
slave.
women just fucking pissed. They're like, this
Good.
dude is fucking trying to get on our level, and I'm like, I'm just joking. I don't know
This
if I had a past
white
life as a woman.
man.
It's just like the patriarchy to pretend to be a woman.
Yeah. Another fucking Bruce Jenner. Like, no, what I'm saying is, like, as far as for women, right? Men, like,
Don't
I
justify
feel like
your
my
wild
dad,
shit.
as a child, like, those were jokes amongst the guys. And as a child, like, I caught on to that. Like, oh, shit, this thing that is attached to me matters.
Yeah.
Because it matters to the, the older guys. So maybe it was instilled when I was younger that, like, dude, like, that's the thing that really matters in life. It has to be big. It has to be whatever. But I don't think women have that. Like, I'm sure women aren't walking around, or girls aren't walking around like, I hope I have 12-inch breast and
12-inch breast.
I don't know.
Why? They have breast enlargements. So
I
I mean,
hope I have a good pelvic floor.
it's there somewhere.
Yeah,
Like-
dude,
And I'm sure-
pelvic floor.
What about like beef curtains? Like, is that a thing? Like,
Dude, I don't know.
my shit hangs too weird. People aren't
Yeah.
gonna want my sandwich vag.
I think part of the
Not
problem.
as a child, though.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
He's talking about like
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
a kid, yeah.
I
Wait,
think
does that only happen to adult women?
I would say so.
I don't know,
saying
dude.
your mom doesn't say something about beef curtains to you when you're
Right.
4.
But my
Never.
dad definitely, like kids, and they're like, "Well, my son's gonna grow up," like, you know what I mean? Like it's just like that locker room talk, I guess. But and the beef curtain thing, no, there's a bunch of ladies coming out now as an artistic expression. Will mold a bunch of vaginas and like they put them on an art display, and like it's cool to have like a fucking different.
Well, I think the problem is that for women, typically, I don't think they look at their vagina.
I can't see that.
Yeah, and I don't think they know what
I
they
got you.
they look like. So like we tend to be like more self-conscious about our vaginas because they all look different, literally.
dude.
And there's no set like all dicks look the same, just they might vary in size and width, but it looks like a penis. You can identify it anywhere.
Yeah.
Some of them are like vastly more disgusting to look at.
They really are.
Yeah.
A dick is not cool cool to look at. I could look at a vagina all day, and I'm not saying that because I'm a male. Like, I don't
just
know.
think they're beautiful.
Yeah, I don't like
Lovely little works of art.
Yeah.
You might feel differently though if you had beef curtains
Ah.
sitting in your house or
Yeah,
something.
dude.
As like a kid, like
yeah,
you see your
maybe.
dad's dick,
Yeah.
and you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm like 3 feet tall. That's massive, And like your mom sits down to pee, you're like, oh God, is that what they all look like?
Yes.
I don't hope mine's not curtainy.
Curtainy.
Oh yeah. But I don't know, man. That I feel like that's another one of those childhood things that, like, if it's said young enough, we're like, oh, fuck, it matters, like, But
Why is Dad's butthole all blown out? Should it be that haggard?
Blown out. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. Haggard. Oh, love it.
Yeah.
No,
So life's funny.
but for real, like, dudes are really, for the most part, the only ones who care about dick size. I mean,
So I guess, is it more important for a dude to be like respectable height than it is for him to have a respectable
for
member?
me personally,
yeah,
absolutely.
I would say so, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, if a dude's like 4'7", like he's not getting a shot. But like
Yeah.
if he's got nothing, you're like, oh, I can make it work.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel like-
absolutely.
I mean, there's exceptions to the rule, but I feel like every woman, when it comes to like the vagina, right? Every woman has an absolute amount of beauty. You know what I mean? So even if that was an issue down there, or something was like a little fucking looks a little weird, women are just
Right, it's not like you're staring
women
at
are-
it all day.
Yeah,
So.
women are more beautiful, and that's something you can get over. And like, you know what I mean? Like that would
Basically,
you wouldn't
all
have to get
people
over.
are different. Their preferences are different. And
Absolutely.
So are their genitals.
Yeah, and you'll find somebody
We
that
all
fucking
kind of knew this.
yeah. You'll find somebody that fits you perfectly.
Basic
Yeah.
anatomy.
Mm-hmm. I like that. It's-
So today is Redemption Sunday, dude, for the chicken
Chicken and dumplings
Chicken and
redemption
dumplings,
day.
chicken and
dump.
dumplings redemption day. So we're ready to give that a shot, right? So that was the end of episode 83. Again,
Yeah.
Casper,
Yeah.
thank you for coming back, man.
Thanks
I know
for
that
talking
we're
about genitals.
yeah. I'm glad we could fulfill that for you.
The Niners lost
for
to the
us.
Seahawks today. Fuck you, Couch. Your team sucks.
Hey.
Couch, your team sucks.
The Patriots lost to the Bills too, but fuck the Niners.
That's right.
Fuck
Oh,
Yeah,
I
man.
was just gonna say fuck this weather, but I do like the time of year, so yay. That's the
Yay.
summary. That's the summary
Yay.
of the episode.
Awesome, man. Well, like I said, thanks again. It was it was a pleasure to have you on.
Yeah,
and have
thanks. It was
another-
nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I haven't seen you at
But
all.
whoever's listening, like, share, comment, whatever. Tell us what we can do better or don't. I don't know.
Probably
But
don't. Shut up. Make your own podcast. Fuck off.
That was episode 83. Wildly Uninteresting Podcast.
Skibbity bop 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 skibbity
Wildly Uninteresting Podcast.